Hi, Chris Good here. I wanted to show you a modification that I made to this Nady Audio DB1 direct box. And it's pretty simple. All I did was I replaced the transformer. A direct box is something that you would use to take a high impedance input, say from a bass guitar or a keyboard, right into here, and it converts it via the transformer into balanced low impedance output coming out the other side that you would send to a mixing board to be mixed with mic'd amplifier in a live situation. You could also record with this as well into an XLR input on a mixing board or audio digital interface. Your high impedance input comes in the input side. There's a copy of that signal that's sent through this pair out to your amplifier so that you can monitor or also mic the amp. And again, that balanced output signal gets sent to the board to mix. So as a bass player, I've used this a lot in a live situation. Let's take a look at the inside. This is just the shell. I'll take a look at the inside of the box to show you what I did. There it is. That's the new transformer. It's a lot bigger than the one that ships with this Nady DB1. It's made by Jensen, and this particular model is the JT-DBE, made right here in the USA. It ships with a mounting bracket and 2 screws so that you can, I just drilled a hole in the PCB and used 1 screw there, attached the other one right to the transformer. Might want to reinforce that a little bit later on, but this is just sort of a proof of concept. Wiring it up couldn't be easier. The instructions that shipped with the Jensen transformer were pretty crystal clear, and it tells you where to route the inputs and the outputs into your circuit board. Here's the old transformer that shipped with the DB1 with this direct box, and it sat right there on the circuit board, so it was really easy to desolder. This thing pops right out, and then you can wire up the Jensen transformer as per the wiring schematic. There is a yellow wire that you send your input signal to. The red wire that's twisted around it is a ground, and there's 2 other input wires on the input side of the transformer that get sent to ground as well, as per the wiring schematic that Jensen sends along. On the output side, there are a brown and red wire twisted together. The red wire gets sent to pin 2 on the XLR output jack of the direct box. The brown wire gets sent to pin 3 on the XLR output, and there's a gray ground wire that just goes to ground. That's pretty much it. It's a very simple modification, and the results were amazing. The transformer, apparently, that ships with the Nady wasn't really that good in my opinion, but the proof, as they say, is in the pudding. That Jensen transformer, to me, sounds much better, but let's take a listen. I recorded a bass guitar before and after the replacement. We're going to listen to the one going through the stock Nady box. I don't really have anything against Nady Audio. I've used their products in the past. I've been satisfied with them. I think I've used this very direct box in a live sound situation before, and I just didn't notice anything bad about it before. But with a careful listen, I have to say that this box, at least the one that I got, is bad. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't faithfully reproduce the bass. There's some distortion involved. It sounds kind of boxy and tinny on the low end, but don't take my word for it, see for yourself. So I recorded bass guitar through the direct box into the microphone input of a Universal Audio Apollo Twin Uno. So listen to the Nady box. Okay, So it doesn't sound that bad by itself, but by comparison, I think you'll agree after listening to both of them that the Jensen transformer brings a totally different dimension to this direct box. And again, this is the only modification that I did. Same guitar, same volume settings, and this is the bass guitar going into the Nady box with just the transformer replaced with the JT DBE from Jensen, and then it's going into Universal Audio Apollo Twin Uno. Listen to the bass. All right, some picking there towards the end so you can hear a little bit different sound, but overall, I think the definition is much better. The low end just has lots more punch. It's broader. There's no distortion. If you let go of the strings, there's just the slightest bit of hum that you can hear, but in all honesty, there's less noise through this direct box into the Apollo Twin than there is into the high impedance input into the Apollo Twin. So just for comparison, let's listen to that high impedance input, and this is without going through the direct box. This is straight into the jack in the Apollo Twin. Listen to the bass. All right, so remarkably similar, but the revised direct box actually has a little bit less hum, a little bit less noise than the Apollo box. So the Nady box is about $20 on Amazon Prime with free 2-day shipping. The Jensen transformer from MarkerTech was about $79 with shipping included. So for about $100, you've got what amounts to a boutique direct box. Sounds really good. I can't wait to use it live. Thanks for watching.